These are the top 5 reasons of why building a brand in your business is a total must. All right, before I jump into the 5 reasons, I want to ask you if you're liking the content that we are putting out there for you on the Less Business, More Profit series, subscribe. Make sure that you smash the subscribe button, share it, and tell everybody about it. At the end of the day, we're trying to get loud about the possibilities of building your own business, and this is the only way that we can make it happen. That's with your help. Also, if there's any other topics that you would like me to cover, let me know in the comments below. Rafael Cortez back on the Less Business, More Profit series. Lean, effective, strategic, and simple business. These are the top 5 reasons of why building a brand in your business or for your business is a total must, all right? So we're way past the times where you could offer a service or create a product and then just sell the product and people would buy it without any identity behind it. There's a lot of changes taking place socially, and that trickles over to the way that people buy products, that people hire for services, and ultimately who they want to do business with, all right? So here are the top 5 reasons of why I think you absolutely need to create a brand for your company. Number 1, we are no longer in the information age. People are more concerned now, more than ever, with who they're doing business with and who they're getting the information from or the products from or the services from rather than the actual product or thing. There's just too many options, which takes me to reason number 2. There's an overload of services out there. There's an overload of products. Anybody can go online and then just click on a link in Amazon and then get 100 people that are doing the exact same thing that you are. If it's teaching real estate, if it's, creating, chlorine tablets for a pool, there's 1,000 of those companies out there. We do not live in a restricted environment where things are not readily available. I mean, that's come and gone, okay? So now people actually want to identify with a company. They want to know that the people they're opening up their doors to are people they can trust. They're companies they can trust. They're linked to something bigger, all right? We're in that stage of life where making an impact, matters more. That's why you have so many movements going around to make this world a better place, for example, all right? So it's the connection to who they're working with and what kind of impact is being done by those companies. You can't do that if you're not running a brand, okay? You can't do that if you don't have the identity of a brand behind you, your service or your product. Now, what does a brand create? That takes me to number 4. What does a brand create? It can give the illusion of prestige, all right? Think about, the high-end brands like, Coach. People will buy a Coach purse just because it says Coach on it. Not necessarily because the quality is better than the next bag. It's just a Coach bag, right? So it'll give them that identity. The reliability of knowing that something works, right? The culture that brand may bring. I mean, there's companies out there that solely focus their sales and everything around the culture that they have, right? People get attracted to the culture that's in, within that brand, so they like the brand, they identify with it. The connection that gets built out, the status that a brand might bring you, or the reputation. At the end of the day, you have number 5, which is identify. People identify with a brand, right? They're gonna connect their life around the type of brand that they're adopting. So if you have somebody who really truly cares about making this world a better place, they will identify with Greenpeace or one of those companies. But those companies would not have the ability to make the impact that they're making in the world if they did not have a brand behind it. And it doesn't matter if you have a small mom and pop type of business or a big conglomerate of different entities and whatnot. At the end of the day, if you can consolidate everything into a brand that gives you identity, gives your product, your service, the team that you're working with, it gives them the identity of something bigger, people are going to resonate. People are going to connect with that. I mean, everything that you can think of that's out there gets recognized as a brand somehow, one way or another. Ultimately, having a brand or building a brand in your business gives your efforts an identity, all right? And people a sense of belonging. They're going to identify with you. And at this point, understand that people have a lot of options. People have a lot of options. All they have to do is go online for 3 minutes and then look up 1,000 different providers that are doing the exact same thing that you are. And now, the only thing that's gonna set you apart is gonna be the brand that you've created for yourself or for your business. All right, that connection, that sense of identity, that sense of belonging that you're able to bring along with your brand, because that's the spirit of your business. It's the spirit of your efforts, of your product and services. So the brand gives your business a personality, all right? So do not undermine the power of creating a brand for you and your business, all right? Yes, the products, the services, of course, that's what people come after, but at the end of the day, they're gonna be driven by the efforts of the brand. If you can create a successful brand for whatever it is that you're doing, people are gonna follow, people are gonna link up to that, and you're gonna find a specific niche of clientele, people that actually follow you, follow your business for what the business stands for, as opposed to just, the widgets that you create within the business. Nike. I mean, Nike has a brand, right? It's a shoe, but it has a brand. It has a spirit to it. There's people that hate Nike and people that love Nike. You think Nike and then you think Reebok, right? It's two different brands, it's two different states of being within a company. And that's really what calls to each one of those. So that's the power of creating a brand, all right? And pushing your message through a brand. If you have something that you stand for, you throw it into that brand and you highlight it, you're loud about it, you create something, and that same backbone is gonna solidify your company, what it stands for, and of course, the overall power of your brand. So don't just create a product or a service, have an ID, have an identity, okay? Know what you stand for and create a brand to go along with it and make the message that much more powerful.
Stay focused, you got this.